All right, good morning. The question came in this week about managing or racing courses that are hillier. And hey, that works out perfect because we have NorCal 10 miler this weekend for some people. So we're going to use the NorCal 10 mile as an example of some philosophies around racing a hillier course. So you won't be surprised here that I start out by saying that our strategy actually goes unchanged. First half pace, second half race. There's a reason that it always works. It probably just becomes even more important when we're talking about a hilly course because we don't want to be in the tank too early, then suffer through the hills, and then be in a deeper hole when we come out of the hills. So this is pretty simple approach. If I had to simplify it, it would the comment here would be, don't change a thing. First half pace, second half race. But there's some things to consider. The things to consider is how do we attack hills? And the thing that I would say is remove the word attack and insert the word manage. When we go over hills, we want to manage hills so that once we crest them, we can get back to racing or back to pace as soon as we possibly can. So if you get out too hard in the first half, so you're already in a hole, and then you have a mentality that you're really going to push hills hard, you're going to be even in a deeper hole, and then you're going to pay the price in lost time on sections of the course that you could have been running at a fast pace. So, first half pace, second half race, manage hills. So, what does it look like to manage a hill? Just focus on similar effort. So, let's use some examples. Let's say you were running 8-minute pace as your race pace, and then you come to a hill. If you were to keep running 8-minute pace up that hill, your effort is obviously going to increase. So managing a hill means that you keep the effort level roughly the same, hoping that when you crest the hill, you can very quickly get back to the race pace you were working at. And if you're smart in the first half pace, second half race scenario, in the latter half of the race, you should be able to negative split down and have a great race with that effort. So let's talk a little bit specifically about NorCal 10 miler. NorCal 10 miler starts on the south side of the river trail. So you've got roughly a mile and a half until that little incline hill that goes up onto the flat section. And then you've got flat all the way to the ribbon bridge. From the ribbon bridge back to the main hills, yes, there are some rollers in there, but you should be able to manage easily staying on pace if you have not gotten out too hard. Then we've got the big climb coming up. So again, you're going to manage that. And the moment you crest it, get back to pace as quickly as you can. Then the rest of this loop is all flat before you have to go back over the hills again. So again, manage the hills. I have seen in my years of coaching athletes from Sacramento, people complain how hilly the NorCal 10 miler is. It really is not. You simply go over that one hill that we all know very well twice. Other than that, it's a fairly flat course. What makes it seem very hilly is making a mistake early on, not running on pace, and putting yourself in a pain cave super early. The reality of NorCal is if we look here, we're going to start the hill climb here somewhere between 3 and 4 miles, 3.5 miles on the way out. And then as we come back, we're going to hit the 4 mile mark just before we climb up. And so we are done with, excuse me, just before the 6 mile mark coming up. The top of the hill is essentially at the 6th mile. So when we crest that, if we've paced well and we've managed those hills, we have 4 miles of very manageable running that we should be able to negative split. That's a lot of time left in the race to negative split and make up any time that maybe you lost going over the hills. These two hill climbs might be 45 seconds to a minute in each direction of time, right? So even if in that minute you slowed down by, say, 20 or 30 seconds per mile, you're not giving up 20 or 30 seconds, you're giving up a few seconds. The mistake is made through improper pacing. So have confidence in yourself, have confidence in what we always preach: first half pace, second half race. Manage the hills, don't attack them. And when you come off the hill back into the rollers and around, be the person that's hunting down all the people that made early mistakes and run those negative splits.